Well, good morning, Snow Blob. How are you doing on this fine day today? Oh, what am I doing? I am going to go on an adventure for Tommy Travels the Second this morning before I go to work. How about you? Oh, just gonna sit around right there, huh? Okay. Well, that sounds like a good plan. I will see you later. Well, hello there, and welcome to another beautiful but slightly chilly day here on Tommy Travels the Second. Today we are going to visit West St. Paul Antiques. That is where we tried to go earlier this week, but sadly it was closed. But we did see another awesome place instead, but I figured, what the heck? It's open today, so let's go check it out. If you're brand new to this channel, go ahead and hit subscribe right now so you don't miss out on a thing. And you guys, this should be an interesting adventure. I always like to check out different antique shops because you just never know what you're going to find in there in those places. So come on with me, let's go see what there is to see. And here's the front window of the store. There's usually something to see in the front window. They've got a old style lamp there, some little dishes. Oh, look at these guys. Couple of little dolphins. Hello and welcome to Tommy Travels the Second. And what is your name?
Floyd. I own West St. Paul Antiques.
That is awesome. Okay, and so what do we have here? This is a pretty big pretty big operation. That looks like lots of cool stuff.
We've got about 25,000 square feet here. It's now become the largest antique mall in Twin Cities.
Wow.
3 floors.
Oh my.
3 museums in the building, so it's a destination for travelers. They bring their families through. Our first museum and our largest one is the Winter Carnival. It goes starts on the main floor, goes downstairs to the lower level.
Okay.
And then branches off from there.
So this is all Winter Carnival stuff over here.
St. Paul Winter Carnival, basically got artifacts from dating back to 1856 and up to the present.
Wow.
Winter Carnival goes from usually 10 days every year, starts around February 1st and goes to the second week in February. These are coats, they call them Hudson Bay jackets. They basically date back, the oldest one that we have is the 1916 Hudson Bay coat back in the corner. And this particular coat here belonged to Louis Hill, James Day Hill's son, and this also coat was Louis Hill's coat. You can see Louis Hill in the coat in the photo in the back.
Oh my goodness.
Some of our prized possessions down here are the Queen of the Snow's fur. That was from 1946 coat. And some of the ball gown that she wore in 46 is the black one back there.
Wow. Unbelievable.
And back here, you'll find basically, my wife calls it the goat room. We added that a few years ago. This particular goat was on the 38 Great Northern Float from the Chicago World's Fair. This is the 1933 Chicago World's Fair collection. We don't sell these artifacts. We just add to them.
I see.
Over the years. So it becomes a destination. There's just trying to preserve some of the history. These are, they call them drips, but some people call them gnomes. They're part of the Winter Carnival that dates back into the 40s. There was originally 34 of them that was owned by the Hilux Company. When the Hilux Company pulled out of St. Paul, they actually were scheduled to destroy them.
Mm-hmm.
And today we know of 13 of them that survived. And we have 2 of them on display. And we have a new one that will be added to our collection here for this coming winter carnival.
Oh, wow.
So we actually have 3 of them. They show you our second collection, our second largest collection. It starts about here, and basically it's called the Odd Fellows. They're an organization that started in Europe in about 1700s. They started a chapter in the U.S. in 1812.
Mm-hmm.
And this particular collection is kind of like, a lot of it comes from the U.S., but some of the artifacts that we acquired over the years came from Canada. The Olympia sign, the blue Olympia sign that you see up here, actually we found that in a junkyard in Olympia, Washington. That lodge burnt down in 1936.
Oh,
And
wow.
this is sitting in the junkyard, and we acquired that and had it shipped here. And our third collection on the top floor is dedicated to the grocery store that was housed in this building in the 20s. This is actually typical of what the building looked like in the 20s. You had natural lighting coming in on your skylights that would illuminate the bathrooms, the hallways, and the kitchens, because you didn't have any natural windows in the units up here.
Wow.
This was built in, the building was built in 1924, and it was housed a grocery store in the lower level, and the owners lived upstairs.
Wow, beautiful.
So these, for example, there's small collections throughout the building. This particular collection here was actually prior to 911. We actually used this collection to travel around the elementary schools and show them what kitchen gadgets look like. These were kitchen utensils. And after 911, we had to retire the collection because there's a lot of butcher knives, hatchets up here, and you can actually view the collection from 3 different sides. But this collection had to be retired. Instead of breaking it up and selling it, we actually decided we'll just house it in one of our areas like this. Illuminated areas like your kitchens, which are built-in ice boxes where the iceman would come in and actually put the ice in the ice boxes.
Oh, yeah.
So each floor to our mall is a little bit different. This one is actually preserved as what it was, the building looked like in the 20s.
I see.
Hardwood floors, skylights.
Wow.
We'll exit out here. We still actually have tenants that have been with us 23 years living in an apartment too.
Oh my goodness. So people actually live right up there,
Yeah, they live in a museum.
huh?
Our Christmas room, this room is actually going to be closed down soon because it's open only for the seasons, during the Christmas season, but we call it our Christmas room.
Wow. Oh, it is decked out. That is for sure.
But it's basically part of our, got a little of everything in this particular mall. So. Let's see if I've got a key for this. Might not have it.
Ooh, first try.
So that's, we set this area aside for the grocery store.
Cherokee Heights Grocery.
Cherokee Heights Grocery Store Company, and they were known basically for delivering. When they said, can we box your groceries, they physically meant boxing the groceries. That's the boxes that they would put the groceries in, and they would actually deliver them.
Oh my goodness.
They stayed in business from, they actually started in 1916 across the street where the coffee shop is. They built this building in 1924. They moved their operation into this building in 1924. They stayed in business to the late 60s, and what drove them out of business was the big box stores like Piggly Wiggly's and things like that that drove them out of business.
Oh my goodness.
But they were a mom and pop operation, and what surprises me today is the number of employees that they could actually employ today our standards, I wouldn't be able to have one employee.
Yeah.
But they actually employed, you could see the employees' photos back there. They actually employed a lot of people in this little operation.
Oh my goodness.
But they started in 1916. They went out of business in the late 60s. And what I understand today is that they were driven out of business from the big box stores like Piggly Wiggly's.
Mm-hmm. So I'm also allowed to do this little self-guided tour here as well. And look at this old desk that they have. Cabinet. And my gosh. Just everywhere you go, there's just beautiful things to look at. And I love this old kitchen that they have here with the little cabinet full of stuff, the old saltine cans. Got a high chair. And you could do the dishes and have a nice window view of some plant life there. With the living room right out here. And then what I really like is these old cabinets here. With the old dishes on top. And the cups and the glassware. Looks like they've got some old Flintstones and Cool Cat, Betty, and even Mickey and Minnie playing some piano. We're back on the main level here, and check out this cabinet full of all sorts of different stuff. Look at that pipe tobacco right there. Some old pens and even some old pipes. Look at those. My gosh, look at all these pictures. You could never look at them all in one visit. We're going to head downstairs and look at this guy to greet us. Hello, sir. Welcome to Tommy Travels the Second. Oh my goodness. They've even got a whole room just dedicated towards toys. We don't have a lot of time to go through everything, but oh my gosh, look at all of these. My grandma used to have a cash register kind of similar to that I think we used to play with as kids. Little driving games. And some kid would have been very happy to get some new roller skates for Christmas. Beautiful horse. Remember one of those we used to play with? Oh my goodness. This is a blast from the past. And what kid doesn't love a train set? They've got little train cars here. And look, when you come in, you almost trip over it when you walk in. But look at this cool wooden train that they have right here on the floor with the little red caboose back there. Hard to believe this is way back in the days. Where I'm standing right now was an old produce cooler. Used to keep the milk and eggs and everything fresh for the grocery store. And there are some people that have signed the wall here. You can see different autographs all over the wall. Well, Floyd, thank you so much for being on Tommy Travels the Second. It was a wonderful tour today. You guys have a lot of amazing stuff in here.
Well, thanks for stopping.
Well, you guys, this has been another amazing episode of Tommy Travels the Second. I am so glad that I came over here today. I did not realize I was going to be getting all of this material. So many things to look at. I'll definitely have to come back again when I have a little bit more time to check it out more in depth. But if you guys liked what you saw here today, go ahead and hit like on my YouTube channel. And while you're at it, go ahead and hit subscribe and the little bell notification next to it. Just gives you future updates on videos that are yet to come. And if you want to keep track of my main channel, Tommy Travels, there'll be a link to that in the description below, along with a link to my Instagram. And you guys, this has been an absolute blast hanging out with you today. So fun, and I hope to catch you on the flip side.